On first down, it's Gurley. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye.
That was
touchdown.
that was lucky. I ain't gonna cap.
Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I checked it. It should be straight.
McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
I keep forgetting to change.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a run with McCaffrey. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hundley. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Rodgers got a man open. It's Darren Waller. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted.
Wow.
Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand. Put it behind you. Keep pressing forward.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Going right side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
I was about to get super.
Rodgers now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. McCaffrey with a first down and more. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's McCaffrey. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
He may try and run for this. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And an alley to Rung. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing, Hundley. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Hundley. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers now going to throw again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Sirline connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And an alley to run. Fighting down past the 45. Room here to run. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Off a bad run, get 6 yards.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Penny, a first down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
Wow.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go,
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now he opts for the spin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get these stops.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Terrell Suggs able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Pressure on this dude, bro. He's
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 49 yards.
Let's go, baby.
That's the end of the third quarter. Rams 17.
On first down, Rodgers.
Hawk me.
And that would be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Notice 50. Hey, you block over here.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught. The back judge right there to say incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's big shot.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will get him 1 closer.
What you got?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and throws incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Please, no.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down, L.A.
Score.
319.
To throw is Rodgers on 1st and 10. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers
McCaffrey do
as
all
much as
this
they're playing
juking
the
and
eyes
all
of the
this shit, but
quarterback.
then my dude catches the ball and drops it.
think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. A very solid gain of 27. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Skate situation. Let's go. Undercrush.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I was not having my back with
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Of course, bro. Of fucking course.
Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Arizona, it's a second win now as they move to 2-10 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my brother.